she's saying that being in the new energies and allowing yourself to feel the new energies that come through you as your all portals, it is good to keep your focus on there, as it really, you are stepping or feeling a new reality, a new world. People that are frightened of the old world and what may happen, what it does, it pulls them into the old world, and that will affect their energy field and affect the frequencies that the old world has. I'm just asking. She's just taking me deeper, so out of the physical reality, and I'm going like deep within her energy. It's like when I go deep, it's like all this innocence, this real beautiful innocence. It's like loads of children playing and laughing, and the naughtiness and it's just lovely. Many of you forget the innocence that you hold within yourselves. This innocence that you have is something so beautiful and so creative. It is a fearless energy that helps you expand and be who you naturally are without the fear of judgment or perceptions that you hold of yourself. It is free from all of it. It is a freedom that you all have access to. You all are part of this innocence. It's a natural part of consciousness. The innocence that I have held within myself, I've kept it safe. I've kept this innocence safe because I would not be able to grow or expand, or what is taking place would never be able to happen if the innocence was destroyed. Therefore, this innocence that I'm releasing within me will affect all of you. You all have your own individual self, but you will all be attached to, you're all attached to Gaia. And that will bring in far more innocence, where you will feel free from perceptions, negative perceptions of self. You'll be free from judgment. You'll be free to expand and live in a reality where you can be yourself. This process is ongoing, and it's this energy that is trying to come into the physical, and the difficulties of getting it into the physical because it's so contrast to what Gaia has been living in: fear of self, judgment, blame, shame. And therefore the last parts of the physicality are overturning these energies, but with the innocence. Therefore the energies that you will eventually live in, that will be your safety and security, is the innocence that you all are. It will surround the life force around you. It will be an energy that you cannot see it, but you can feel it, and it will make you dance. It will make you smile. It will bring the joy naturally. You won't have to fight anything, as there will be no fighting in the new reality. You'll be not fighting your bodies or your minds. You'll be not fighting yourself, as everything will be as one, and you will have a representation of that with the planet that you live on. Therefore, you will know that everything is possible, and therefore the journey of healing will become so much easier. The oneness that you wish to achieve is a oneness that you will be seen, and you will experience that oneness in your reality. You know that you come to Earth to experience that oneness, and that you may have some lessons along the way, but the impossible becomes possible, and therefore life becomes joyful. People want to be alive and will not want to leave. They'll want to experience themselves through the physical reality, and life will be a joy again. This is what is taking place, and why so many of you are working so hard at understanding yourselves and breaking down the difficult journeys that you have had to understand yourself, as you want to join in the oneness. you'll want to fully experience it in your lifetime. Know that what you're working hard for, you will reap the rewards for. You are already, as knowing oneself brings great joy, it brings you free from the old patterns that you have lived. This is not a belief system like people believing in a religion. You naturally understanding yourself more, you're naturally growing, and that is a natural part of consciousness. It's a natural part of growth. Unfortunately, in the old reality, they didn't want you to grow or expand. They wanted to keep you small. They didn't want you to know the incredible beings that you are. And therefore, that was the unnatural world of keeping yourself safe and protected from the outer reality and keeping yourself scared. So understanding yourself and ridding the fears and insecurities and the perceptions, you are heading towards a very beautiful place within you and around you. She's saying that what is beautiful about the new energies is that people are connecting so much deeper with themselves and are also having much deeper connections with one another, where small talk is disappearing and deeper connections with friends and family are emerging. And that's because people are becoming less frightened of who they are and therefore willing to share themselves with others in a much deeper way. Therefore, relationships become enriched, enlightened, and more creative energy becomes part of reality, and out of sequence or out of mental patterns also break down. The effects that you have on people, the effects that you have on each other is amazing. You do have the negative side, but the positive side is so much more stronger, and therefore focusing on the positivity that you have on one another is far more powerful and keeps you out of fear of the negativity. And it can be small or big. It can be a conversation to sharing yourself, opening up to another. It can change the way the individuals see yourselves, as you are all part of each other. You are mirrors for one another to help one understand self. She's taking me back to the original place. She's just going to have a cup of tea. So have a cup of tea.